Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. I think this intro is here to stay. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It is nice and sunny outside, however, it's very cold. It was actually snowing in Ireland for a while. As you can imagine, this doesn't happen very often, so whenever there's a little tiny bit of snow on the ground, Irish people are not prepared for it, like the whole country shuts down. I also just spent a concerning amount of time on unpacking my delivery. For years, I've had a big online shopping addiction, and I actually had so much clothes that I gave away so much clothes, just bags and bags and bags of clothes, whether to charity, whether to family members, friends, my poor money. Anyways, enough about that rant. Today we're back for another top MLM fails. However, today we have a different format. We have two videos that we're going to watch, and they're the live/interview on IG type of videos. They're both Monat. And yeah, big thank you to all of my channel members. That's first, and second, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Your watch time and your interactions with my videos help support me in a free way, and I really appreciate it. Let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into this video. I just recorded an iGenius video last night. That video was 1 hour and 20 minutes long. I'm trying to put out more longer videos for you guys because I feel like that's what you guys prefer. But anyways, let's just get into this. This one is called Working Through Motherhood.
So I'm with Chelsea, and Chelsea lives in Orange County, which is like an hour away from me. And we just went to like a super cute event today.
Yeah, it's really cute.
We'll post about it so you guys can see. But we were just chatting. I took her out to lunch, which was so fun. We went to Earth Cafe.
Earth is the best.
It's so good, but truly, like, the parking out here is no joke. Oh my gosh, it took us like an hour just to park. But we were just chatting about like motherhood, working, all the things. And Chelsea, tell us a little bit about yourself. So you're a mom of two.
Yes, I have two kids, 3 and 1.
Oh,
so
just like
it's
me.
crazy around here. And it was never like an option of me going to work. It was always my dream to be a stay-at-home mom. My husband was always willing to do like whatever it took for me to be able to be home with my kids. And
you grew up, your mom worked.
Oh yeah, like I don't know anything about being a stay-at-home mom or homeschooling, but I'm doing it all anyway, because that was just my dream. I wanted to be with my kids, but it was always just like, you know, times are tough. Southern California, like probably one of the most expensive places in the world to live, and I never could. Personally, for me, I knew that it just wasn't for me to leave my kids and find a job elsewhere. And I also was like tired of like doing like small businesses, doing things with my hands.
Okay, so let's talk about that, because I was just chatting with her. So for those that don't know, Chelsea...
Dude, that was so rude. She interrupted her. I feel her though on the most expensive thing. It's so expensive to live in Ireland nowadays. I can't believe 5 years ago I lived in Dublin city centre, the capital of Ireland, and we were paying €900 for rent. 900 euro, and this was only like 5 years ago. And now you can't even afford a little tiny studio apartment for that kind of money. Studio apartments in Dublin now costs 1,200 minimum. Yeah, I mean, we're still trying to find a new place, so this topic really gets to me because I get it. It is hard out there, but we know which direction this is gonna go into. They're going to target stay-at-home moms, and this is how you can contribute financially to the family and afford to be home with your kids. But Monat income disclosure statement is going to be linked in the description box so you can see how many people actually don't earn any money working this Monat biz. But yeah, I mean, her interrupting her was extremely rude, but let's keep going.
Is actually like, she's 2 from under me. So I have a girl named Eileen who lives in Pennsylvania.
We love you, Eileen.
She's friends with Eileen, and I found out that she lives in Orange County, so it like worked out. But we were just chatting. She was like, oh my gosh, Nicola, like this business was such a blessing, because before, like, to bring in income, she said that you used to do the calligraphy,
yeah.
Like sewing, like talk about that,
like wooden signs, like cutting wood, sanding, staining, writing on them. I did that for a long time, or like on stationery. And then I went to embroidery, which some of my followers know that I did embroidery, and one day I'll do it again, but on my own time, because for me it just became a really big source of anxiety of like, I had to physically do this in order to get the sale out, ship it out myself, and make the money, which it wasn't. I don't know how it was even possible to ever make an income for me, like physically having to like labor and do work.
And doing that with like your kids running around.
Yeah, so like once
know?
I had like a second kid, I literally could not do that anymore.
Yeah. But you wanted to bring another income. So it's like, you were like, I want to do this. And you did the best you could, but it was just you know.
It was almost like I didn't know that a job like this existed. A job where I could be with my kids full time.
It's like a unicorn. Like, you don't think it's possible.
Yeah, like, I really didn't know that there was something out there like this where I could do... It's like, you kind of do what you want, like, in the business. You run it how you want to. You show up when you can.
So, well,
you are not your own boss. This is not your own business. You're joining Monat as an independent contractor. And also, it would be great and dandy if that's how it went. But up to 99% of people lose money and don't ever make any kind of profit working the MLM biz. You know what you can do? You can write blogs. You can do social media. You can do so many things online now that are actually going to pay you regularly. If you have something, if you're good at something like video editing or whatever, you can go on Fiverr and charge for your services and things like that. Be a freelancer. I don't know, do something. You have your husband's income already. If you want to contribute in some way, maybe you don't need a full-time paycheck or something, so you can afford to kind of start off slowly by freelancing. But there's also a lot of opportunities out there that are 100% remote, where you can do the 9-to-5 job or part-time job just working remotely, and they send you all the equipment and everything. Why are we still pretending like this isn't a thing? After the pandemic, a lot of the companies went either hybrid or fully remote, or they gave their employees, like our company, they gave the employees a survey and they were like, okay, so what do you want? Do you want to work hybrid, remote, or go into the office? So we have all three options, and every employee can do whatever they want. There's a few people that go to the office every day, and most of us work remotely. So there's a lot of companies that do this now, and you have so many options, and these companies are going to pay you regularly, which is something that Monat is not going to do. I don't know if these two are at the top of Monat or if they're actually earning money or no, but I've never seen them before. If it works out for them, sure, fine, great, but you are a very rare example of someone who is getting money from Monat, and because most people don't.
What were your hesitations before starting?
I was never a hair person. Like, I didn't even brush my hair.
Even though, like, look at her hair.
I told Eileen that. I was like, Eileen, I can't sell shampoo. I don't even brush my hair. Like, I'm not a hair person at all. I'm not salesy, which everybody says.
Even though you sold your little...
Oh, yeah, I know. But, yeah, that, like, I didn't think that anyone would want to buy from me. I was like, who am I? I'm not, like, cool enough. I'm not an influencer, you know what I mean? So I didn't know that people were going to support me. I didn't know that I was going to be able to grow a team.
Were you scared to invest? Like, what product pack did you buy?
Oh, I bought the lowest one. We could not afford to buy Christmas presents. Like, I was going to use my embroidery money for some Christmas presents, but I ended up using all my embroidery money to buy my product pack. And then I made...
Oh, no, poor children. She used the money for Christmas presents to buy Monat. Oh, come on, that's just... Oh.
That back within a week and made
that, like,
multiple
makes me wanna
paychecks
cry.
till Christmas. Yeah.
So that was
So I started
year.
at the end of November, so it's almost been 2 years.
That is... Like, I'm gonna cry. Okay, you guys, seriously, like, still this day, when I, like, just talk to my girls... and I hear their why and the reason of doing this, it makes me want to cry, because it puts me back to, like, when I started. And truly, like, I feel like I'm just still getting to know Chelsea. We've hung out a couple of times, but, like, just talking to her and getting to know her, like, I feel like sometimes, like, I'm talking to myself. But, she was talking about, which I hope you don't mind if I share about the kitchen thing. So she was talking to me, and I kind of said to her, I said, I notice whenever you film your videos, you're always, like, in your bathroom, and you live in an apartment, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is totally fine.
Apartment.
And she was like, I'm very insecure filming, like, in my kitchen.
Or my house, like, even my living room. Like, literally just my house in general.
And it's crazy, because I was the same way, you guys, when I started. I remember I was like, oh my gosh, my house is so outdated and all the things. And it was definitely, like, one of those things that I was, like, insecure about, because on Instagram you go through these feeds and all these women have these beautiful Instagram kitchens and this and that, and you think, like, who is gonna watch my stuff? Who is gonna listen to me when my kitchen looks like this? Like, it's crazy how, like, sad that we live in a world like that. But she was telling me that. She was like, I still struggle with that. And, you know, like, I want you to, like, elaborate on that. Like, how, and how you said the filter.
Can I elaborate on this? Because I feel the same way about my apartment, though, because it's disgusting. It's very old and looks very nasty. I try to keep it as clean as you can, but man, these carpets are so old and so thick, and they're glued to the floor, so you can't get rid of them. Not that the agency would ever get rid of them. I kind of do feel that way. I only take pictures or record at like 2 places in the whole apartment because it looks not Instagram friendly. It doesn't look very nice aesthetically, but is that something you should be ashamed of? No. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just, yeah, I feel it.
I kind of thought of it as like some people are really insecure to show their face on camera, like even maybe without a filter, they're very insecure in their skin and it prevents them from showing up. And I feel like I've done the same thing where I'm so insecure about my house, like my living situation, which obviously like Monat is a huge help, and I see like how Monat is going to help us in the future. We're not going to be in this apartment forever.
But like it's
like such an insecurity that it holds me back of like, oh, I'm not gonna show this today, or I'm not gonna talk about this right now because I don't feel comfortable with, like, you know, how I'm perceived on Instagram.
But what's sad is like there's people out there that want to do this business, a business like this, and that's what they're struggling with. They're like, if I showed up at my house, people would see what my house actually looks like.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's such a, gosh, that's such a like, it's just not a way.
That's such a fake it until you make it. No, because what, she doesn't want to show her house because she's pretending that she's successful. In my opinion, she's pretending that she's successful in Monat, working in Monat for 2 years. But she doesn't want the people to realize that by looking at her social media posts, because her house looks like shit. It's old and it's outdated. So this woman is trying to portray something that's not happening. But she's now telling everyone that, yeah, I've been working this biz for 2 years, but I still can't afford to move out into a better apartment or a house, which is so alarming. It's so heartbreaking for her because she is a mother herself, and I feel like she's just being manipulated by this woman who's higher up. If you're working for this Monat for 2 years and you still can't afford a better apartment, isn't that a red flag? And you have kids that you should think about. Like, just go out and find a part-time job or find a full-time normal job. You're gonna be able to move out as soon as you can. Obviously, she said she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, but there are a lot of like email support, live chat support kind of roles that you can do from home and still have your kids around because you don't have any calls with clients or anything like that. You can still do your job. There are things that you can do that are actually going to pay you and afford you to move out of the shithole that you live in. And I feel for her because I live in a shithole as well. I've been bitching about this apartment for months now on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram profile as well. It's just heartbreaking because I know what it feels like. But also, let's take an example for me. I got a remote job. I was very underpaid, and I've been working on this job for a year and 2 months, 3 months, and I just got a raise because I spoke to my bosses and to the CEO, and I told them that my living situation is not great and that we've been trying to find new places, but we can't afford a new place, a new, more expensive place with my current salary. And they took that. They heard what I said. They gave me a raise that's going to help me now to find a better place that's going to be a lot more expensive than this one, but it's going to be a normal apartment. The whole other issue is that there are no places. They're still super expensive. Not what 2 people or 2 salaries can afford, but that's just an Ireland problem. But yeah, I mean, sooner or later, there's going to come a place that has a reasonable price that we're going to be able to afford now, because my terrible 9-to-5 job actually gave me a raise. So my heart breaks for this woman because she's been busting her ass for 2 years and she still can't afford to move out and to be somewhere where she's going to be happier.
Just like a weird thing that we think that people care about. We are very insecure about how we're shown on like social media, but I've just been like coming to find so much that people appreciate like the realness, and also seeing that this is part of my story. Like I know Nicola, like she was saying, she used to be in my same like circumstances, and seeing how far she's come, and it's not like, oh, she's there, so like I'm never gonna be there. No, it's an inspiration to me knowing that like I can do this too.
Well, and also something that most people wouldn't know, because I don't really share about this, but there was a time, you guys, where our fridge went out and we didn't have a refrigerator, so we literally had an ice chest as our fridge. And I remember thinking, there's no way I can film in here because people are gonna see this. And it's almost like looking back, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have been more real and raw, because there could have been someone dealing with the same thing at that time that it was relatable to, you know. But I want you to kind of tap on like what you've been able to do with this business. Like you told me like what you made last year, which we don't need to talk about that, but it was like such a big amount and so crazy to think that you were able to, you know, make that, but also how you were able to pay off like your credit cards.
Yeah. So, I mean, again,
Excuse me, but that's very contradictory to what she just said. Literally half a minute ago, she said that she still can't afford to live in a better place and she's still stuck in her shithole. But one day, just like yourself, she hopes that she's going to be able to live a little bit better and earn more money with this biz. So you found something that's relatable to this woman and you're now using it to manipulate her to stay in this business for as long as she can, very well knowing that she's very unhappy with the living situation and she's not earning good money. But now they're saying that she is earning good money. But my theory is, if she is earning good money, she wouldn't have said what she just said, that she's stuck in a very bad apartment, she can't afford anything else yet, but she will one. So how much money are they talking about? How much money is a lot of money for them?
Started in November, so my first few checks like covered Christmas for us.
And how was that? Like, what would you usually do? Like, would your husband have to work a little bit more? Like, what would?
I mean, I don't know.
How did her first few checks cover the Christmas for them if she just said again that she didn't buy her kids Christmas presents because she bought the Monat kit? Very contradictory. Eh? We love a contradictory interview.
Know what we would have done, because I think that was like our first Christmas, like with, you know, a baby, like a baby where we actually need to buy our stuff. Like the year before that was just like pacifiers. So I feel like he probably would have had to do a lot of overtime, and I genuinely believe if I hadn't have started this business, my husband would have had to get like a second job or like something, like I don't know if it would have been nights or
well,
what.
especially with inflation, they say like to live the same life you lived last year, you would have to make $5,000 a year more.
Yeah.
Which is wild and totally. I mean, gas in California is like $7 a gallon.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, you know, the fact that you were able to cover those expenses,
Yeah.
you know,
And
cover
so,
groceries.
Like, yeah, credit card debt, like even having a baby is expensive, like covering my hospital bills for having my baby and some emergency like hospital visits. When you have kids, things come up that you never can plan for. And like, it's amazing how like God has used my money to just provide for us in times, and like even other things that we maybe wouldn't have been able to do. Like I was telling her, like we went to the zoo for my daughter's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
And like I used my money to like treat our family to that.
So sweet. And
so,
it's funny because she was telling me that, and she's like, I don't know how to present this without it like coming off like salesy or scammy. And she's like, but it's gonna make me cry. But she's like, I went to the zoo and I was able to pay for like my entire family. And she's like, I know that might not be a big deal for most people, but it is for me. Because she's like, I see all these other moms doing that. But she's like, the fact that I was able to do that just means so much. And I was like, those are things to share about, you know, and to talk about. And like, so fun. What zoo did you even go to?
San Diego Zoo.
Oh, and San Diego Zoo is expensive.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So
we had a good time. But
this was so good, you guys, and like I'm so glad I got to hang out with you today.
Yeah, it was
like
super
truly.
fun.
But we just wanted to talk and like just be real, and I wanted to kind of interview Chelsea, and Chelsea is an MMB, which is super exciting. She's going for AMM. I mean, girl, this girl is like selling like $8,000 of shampoo a month, you guys. That is wild.
Yeah.
Wild to think that. So
and I never thought anyone would buy for me. I was like, no one's going to buy for me. Nobody's going to like me. You think all of these things, and you just never know until you go for it. And
but you're building an army.
Oh yeah, my team's killing.
She's absolutely killing it. So I'm so excited for her. And but yeah, we just wanted to hop on. She actually has to go because her husband's like,
he's watching the kids right now,
I
gotta go.
He's going to like a football game today. So all right, you guys. Well, thanks for hopping on with us, and bye.
Bye.
This was very contradictory. Again, if she's earning that good money, if she's so high up in Monat, why did she say that she's still stuck in that living situation? If she was able to afford expensive trips or whatever, pay off her credit card debt, I guess you have to pay off your debts. They should probably be a priority. I don't know, I just find it very contradictory. Like, she's so successful, she's building an army and everything, but she can't afford to move out of the shithole that she lives in. I don't know how bad the rent is up there. You guys can let me know if you are from the same area. Yeah, it just doesn't seem plausible to me. It was very contradictory, so that's a red flag to me. Oh, but anyway, let's just move on to the next video. Next one is just called an incredible opportunity, so let's take a listen.
How are you all doing? I'm actually jumping on with my beautiful girl, Sarah. An amazing mentor. She's a role model. She's honestly such an inspiration. She's our team leader. Well, she's like Rich Founder Shares. She's honestly incredible. I'm just gonna join her. Go live. Sorry guys, just one moment. Hopefully this works. I don't know why it's not working. Sorry guys, if you just bear with me.
Gotta love the tech issues, eh? But I just want to make a note, like, this lady sounds like she's extremely uncomfortable with this live, and I would not be surprised if she was kind of forced into it by the upline lady that's going to join her call now. But that's just my own opinion, by the amount of anxiety that you can hear in her voice.
I'm just gonna jump off and then jump back on again. Just one moment. I'm just gonna try one more time. Oh, it worked. Oh, it worked. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Good. I don't know what was happening then.
Yeah, sorry, it might have been me. How have you been? How are you? You are so amazing. I'm so happy to. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just loving everything about Monat. The business, the possibilities, everything. And you are such an inspiration and such a good mentor and like such a good leader as well. Yeah, I just.
Thanks, girl. You know what? You are doing so amazing in this business. From the very start, when you joined this business, you just went like all guns blazing, right? You hit your first rank within, what was it? Like 5 days. Yeah, amazing. And you haven't stopped. And I'm so proud of you because everything you're doing is showing up every day. You're opening your business every day and it's paying off. You're really making waves in this business and I'm super proud of you because
I think this really shows the amount of excitement that this lady got as soon as her upline came to the call. To me, it seems like she was really idolizing this woman because she probably shares a lot on her social media about the biz, about how successful she is, boss babe, whatever. So this lady obviously idolized her. The fact that this woman is on her live on her own Instagram makes her feel special, and it's like, oh my god, it's such an honor that you're joining me this call on my small Instagram and whatever. You know what I mean?
because, not this business, it's easy. It's an easy thing to do, right? But it's being consistent and showing up, and that's what you've done, and that is why you'll continue to succeed in this business. Guys, this business is insane, right? We are the most incredible network marketing company ever. That is why I joined Monat, right? Because I seen what this business did. I seen what it did for my mentor over in the US. I seen what it did for her mentor, right? I seen my mentor start a shampoo business, get out of debt, retire her husband, get her Range Rover, and then buy her vacation home, right? All debt free. And I seen this opportunity for what it was. We have no monthly minimums. We have no sales quotas, right? All you do is buy your product pack and that is it. That's all you'll ever have to do is buy your product pack and you can run your business. And you made your product pack back within your first 5
I
days.
made more. I made more than I spent, and I made more than what I spent. And it's so worth it because the products, like I was sold the first time, and I know that I don't have to spend any money. There are no inventory. There's no monthly minimums. There's no minimum spend. Like, it's literally so good. I run the business the way I want around my family with my flexible hours. I work full time as well. I've got 2 jobs and I'm still running this business, and I've got a little one. So this is how flexible it is. If you're willing to put in the time and the effort, sometimes it is difficult to come on, but I try and I'm consistent, and these are the things that you got to do to be successful. Success doesn't just land in your lap. Like,
That's
are
right.
all people. You are so
have to work.
incredible.
Exactly. And the thing is, this is a real job, guys. You get paid for every single thing you do in this business. If you sell 1 bottle of shampoo, you get paid for 1. Sell 100, you get paid for 100. It is uncapped, right? In 1 year of doing this business, I have earned several overseas trips.
Okay, so what would be your explanation as why do so many people fail then and not ever get paid for every single thing that they do? They're busting their ass for this biz, cold messaging, contacting people, creating relationships to recruit, but they're still not earning any money. So what's the problem there? I would love to hear their explanation about this. And like I said, the income disclosure statement is going to be in the description box below. So if you're new here, please check out those numbers, because no, you don't get paid for every single thing that you do in this business. Quite contrary, most of the people don't get paid for anything that they do. Also, this lady has 2 jobs, a child, and she's working the biz on the side. So I feel for her. I think she's very overworked, but I don't know, maybe she's got 2 part-time jobs, but still, that's a lot. It's a lot to do. And if she was doing as good as they're trying to say that she is, I feel like she would not have 2 jobs, maybe 1, but probably not 2. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. I'm not saying that if your side hustle is doing well, you need to quit your job straight away, but considering that they're talking about time freedom, financial freedom, if this one MLM biz is going to give you time freedom and financial freedom, why do we hear most of these people still holding their full-time, part-time jobs, multiple jobs, regular jobs on the side as well, if this biz is paying them so well? Doesn't really make sense, does it?
I've earned my Range Rover. I've got standing shares. And guys, just to put a bit of perspective on this business, if you hit the ground running like Nellie's doing and what I did, you can achieve great things. And this business is for everyone. It's not just one person in the team achieving these things. It's everybody achieving these amazing things, and we're all going up together. And it's so beautiful to watch. And, I think it was 9 months into this business or 10 months into this business, and I earned my first 5-figure paycheck, and that's in a month, guys. I earned 5 figures in a month, and I will tell you now, it was more than what I made in my full-time conveyancing job, a high-stress job. I made that in 1 month, what I would have made for a whole quarter working 9 till 5, right?
Yeah.
It's just amazing what you can achieve in this business, and yeah, it's the sky's the limit, guys. So if you want to travel, this business can take you around the world. If you want a Range Rover, this business will give you one. If you want a second stream of income, a third stream of income, this business is for you. I just got my bank statement in the mail, and it was like, again, my home loan went up another $100, right?
And it's going up as of Tuesday too. Again.
Yeah, so I think in the last couple of months, my mortgage has gone up $300 a fortnight in the last couple of months, right? So it's just crazy in this day and age with inflation, with food shortages coming. We all know they're coming because of the flood. Like my parents own a farm, they own a cherry farm, all their crop was destroyed, right? So if theirs was, then so many other people's were, right? That means there's going to be food shortages, and what happens then? More inflation. It all goes up and up and up, and the prices are going to be soon just insane. So if you are not thinking into the future, if you are not thinking of a second stream of income,
Okay, since all the crazy claims that this lady just made, I pulled up the income disclosure statement quickly, and let's see. 96.6% of active market partners are at the very bottom level, and this was a income disclosure statement for 2021. Average monthly earnings were $22. 96.6% of people earn $22 a month with this amazing opportunity. And then if this lady really hit 5 figures, that would make her an MLM, managing market mentor, which is 0.10% of all marketers, and that's average monthly would be 11,620. So very, very rare. I don't know, maybe she's got a following on social media or whatever happened that she hit this doesn't happen. This happens to 0.10% of people that join Monat. So very, very small chances of this actually happening to the other reps that join. So just a bunch of BS.
Right? It's time to start thinking that way, because this is the way. Online selling is the way of the future. Everyone's always going to need hair care, and that's the thing. People say, well, people aren't going to buy hair care because, you know, the price of living's going up. Of course they're going to buy hair care. Everyone needs to wash their hair, right? If they're going to buy hair care from Safeway or the supermarket, right? Then, sorry, I always get teased for calling it Safeway because it's Woolworths now.
Yeah, I'm the same. I always call it Safeway.
If everyone is buying shampoo, they're either buying it from you or buying it from a shop. They've still got to buy shampoo, right?
Exactly. Or hairstylist place, we all sell it. Like we sell actually low tox products that actually work.
Yeah,
like they do the job. And
they're so concentrated that they end up cheaper than a supermarket brand, right? So people are always going to want to buy shampoo, or they need to buy shampoo. It's a necessity, right? So when you're thinking of inflation and you're thinking this business could not work because people can't afford shampoo, they have to wash their hair, right? So this is the business to be in. It's a consumable product, a product that everyone needs. So if you're looking for a second stream of income, this is your sign to jump on board. We are a ground level opportunity right now. We are just...
Okay, it's not a ground level opportunity. Monat has been around for ages, but I guess these people are Australian or New Zealand. I don't know the difference between their accents. I'm very bad with accents, but I think they're Australia. Okay, so Monat expanded to Australia in October 2021, so it's been more than a year since then. Probably this upline girl, she probably jumped on board as soon as it happened. It's already too late. It's already too oversaturated, and you have very slight chances of actually making it in this biz in Australia or any other country or continent for that matter. But yeah, I think this kind of tells us what happened here with this woman that earned 5 figures. She jumped on board as straight as they went to Australia. This is one of the ways that you can become successful in an MLM, is if you jump on board straight at the beginning, very early on, or if you have a big social media following that you can recruit into it, or if you have like a hair salon and you can recruit and sell this to your clients.
We have just touched the bottom of what's happening in Australia. Like we're still on the bottom, right? We have got so far to go here in Australia, and there's big things happening. There's huge things happening in Australia. Monat will be a household name soon. So guys, if you have been watching Nelly, please reach out to her. Ask me a question, ask Nelly a question. We are here to answer anything for you. We're open books. We'll answer anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything like that you guys have questions, or even just concerns, or like if you've got allergies or whatever, like we can send you the ingredients list. We can show you what's in the products. We can show you how concentrated everything is. It's their products are, honestly, they do wonders. Like they did wonders for my hair. My hair is so healthy, so luscious now, so strong. It's thick. It like doesn't break anymore. Like it's incredible. And I've got yeah, absolutely.
Unreal.
And like even,
I mean, I don't want to judge people or come across as mean, but I mean, for someone who is into hair care very much, her hair is not that healthy. And often these Monat reps don't really have a hair that you would look at and be like, oh my god, I'm so jealous of that hair. I feel like my hair looks fine. It's healthy, it's long, it's growing like crazy as well. When I started this channel, I think it was like this length or something, so it's grown like this in a year and a half. I'm cutting it often, and I'm just using drugstore stuff, nothing too expensive, nothing too fancy. And yeah, it's just in how often you color your hair, which colors you're using. Obviously, if you're using bleach for blonde hair, it's very hard that your hair is gonna look incredible naturally unless you kind of style it and do stuff to it to make it look nicer. Also, you need to cut it often, maybe like every month and a half to 2 is what works for me. So again, I'm not saying this to be rude or anything, but yeah, it just doesn't look like such a great hair. It doesn't look like a hair that you would look at and be like, oh my god, her hair is so nice and healthy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
In my postpartum hair loss, like, it's still growing back, but most of it's come back. Like,
Yeah.
this is it, like, these products work. Like, you just have to give it a chance. And worst case scenario, if you don't like them, you've got 30 days money back guarantee. So try the products, see if you like them. You know, if you're not sold on the first wash, give it a couple of times. It's like when you're trying food, you're not gonna, if you're gonna try something for the first time, you might not like it. Give it a couple of goes. It will grow on you, and I promise these products are incredible. Like,
those people that lost hair and damaged their hair would not agree. It is high risk if people are losing hair from this product.
reach out if you have any questions. You've got so much mentorship. The trainings are unreal. Like, the women on our team, you are incredible, Sarah. Like, you are so inspiring as well, you know. And this is the thing, like, everything is possible because you have done it. You've shown everyone how possible it is.
Exactly.
You know?
And guys, we are a bunch of women that literally lift each other up. That is what we're here to do. There is no competition. It's not a bitchy environment. It's the most beautiful environment I have ever been a part of. And it's truly, our community is truly amazing. We catch up, we have events, we've got our Christmas party coming up. It's just so nice to be around like-minded women. Guys, if you want to join, we have a training series coming up in December. We're just about to announce that. So I'll announce it here right now on your page. But we have got an incredible training series coming up run by myself and 3 other market mentors and a mindset and abundance coach. So this training is going to be unreal. It's happening in December to get you kickstarted for December and your new year in business, right? So if you want to change your life, if you want something different, if you want to just be surrounded by uplifting women, give this a go, because I promise you it will change your life, whether it's monetary, personal development, or friendships. It's just incredible. But thank you so much for having me on. Guys, remember, there's no monthly minimums. You just buy a product pack. It's $320. There's no quotas. There's no fees. That is it. That is it.
It's risk-free.
Risk-free, exactly. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to walk out with great hair. And if that's the worst thing, then that's amazing. So please reach out, guys. Ask us anything, and we will answer anything that you want to know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. I'm so proud of you, Nelly. You're just doing incredible.
Thank you.
Can't wait just to see bigger and better things for you, because I know that it's around the corner, because you are doing incredible things. And yeah, I can't wait. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, girl. Bye.
Bye.
This is heartbreaking to watch. Like, this woman idolizes this upline so much. It is heartbreaking too. She almost started crying when she gave her word of praise just now. Yeah, that upline showed that it's possible, but also it's possible for 0.1% of people who join Monat. That's a very, very small chance of you actually following her footsteps. Even if you do everything that she did, if you do hours and hours of hard work, it just makes me feel like this woman is being manipulated and brainwashed. But that's my own opinion. You can let me know down below what you think. It just breaks my heart because she's not high up, and she is most likely not going to get where this upline is. But yeah, I've been recording for a while now, so I'm gonna wrap that up here. Let me know down below what you thought about this. Like I said, I just found this very heartbreaking because she obviously idolizes this upline so much. If I forgot to comment on something, please leave your commentary down below. Big thank you to all of my channel members, and big thank you to everyone who is supporting me any other kind of way. I appreciate every one of you. It really means a lot to me, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.